Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. Today I'm going to do a seasonal. It's the store brand of the Hy-Vee grocery chain here in the Midwest. I've done a couple of their regular beers, and I think I did 3 of their regular beers, year-round beers. They just started doing what they call craft beers. This is brewed by Stevens Point Brewery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, for the Hy-Vee food chain. This is their winter seasonal. It's their Baraboo Black IPA. I have no idea of the ABV on this. It's the Snowdrift Black India Pale Ale. So I did have their Marzen, which was their fall seasonal. I drank one of those. I never reviewed it. Maybe I will next fall when it comes out. So far these beers have been sort of meh as far as craft beers goes, but you never know. Maybe they'll hit a gold mine here. I do like IPAs. I do like the style of black IPA, so let me get this in a glass. Like I said, no idea of the ABV. It's probably 4.5 to 5% somewhere. Got a little smoke out of the glass. Decent looking black IPA. It's a dark brown, some red amber hues around the edges, maybe a little bit in the center. Got about a pinky of a kind of creamy looking, slightly off-white head, mixture of different size bubbles, mostly small bubbles. So let me get a nose on this. Okay, I'm getting some nice hops, a little citrus, a little bit of those malts in there, a little chocolate, a little earthy, a little nutty. Surprising amount of citrus for at least for what I was expecting anyway. A little sweetness from the malts, some, like I said, some nice citrus notes, little bit of earthy floral hops in there too. I have no idea of the ingredients. There was nothing on their website about it. Of course, Stevens Point Brewery doesn't even admit to brewing this, so it's not listed on their site anywhere. So I find no information about it. There's nothing on the bottle. Fragrant India Pale Ale, made with a blend of caramel and chocolate malts and bold German hops. That's all it says on the bottle. That's all I know about it. So let me get a taste on this. Okay, I'm not getting that hoppiness as much. I'm getting a little bit of it, but mostly getting the caramel malts right up front. Little roastiness. Little pine. Little almost like mocha coffee, sweet mocha coffee in there. Bit of toffee. Little bit of bread crust maybe. Got a nice sort of bitterness on the finish. There's not a lot in between. Now, get that sweetness right up front. That sort of lingers a little bit on the tongue through the mid palate, and then you get a slight bitterness on the finish. It seems to be like a light to light medium body. Nice smooth entry there. Light, kind of sharp carbonation. Got a slightly dry, slightly oily finish. Halfway decent tasting beer. I mean, for $6.99 a 6-pack, you know, it's not too bad. But let me let this warm up a bit, and let me come back and see if anything changes, and I'll be back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. okay. I'm back. It's only been 10 minutes or so. I've been sipping on this. You know, this isn't half-ass bad for a store brand beer. It's probably the best of the ones I've tried so far from this series. Decent drinkable beer. Nothing. It's not going to knock your socks off or anything like that. I noticed as what little it's warmed up, the maltiness has come out a little bit more on the nose, but you're still getting a nice hop presence in the background. Mostly citrus still. There's some nice herbal floral notes in there, but not a lot has changed other than the maltiness coming out some. On the taste, nothing's really changed there. You're getting that caramel toffee notes up front. It sort of lingers a little bit on the middle of the palate, and then you get that very slight, very slight bitterness on the finish. A decent drinkable beer for, like I said, for $6.99 a 6-pack. Definitely better than any of the macro brews. So if you're on a budget and you don't want to, you know, you want something different than the macro brews, might be the way to go if this is available in your area. I know, I'm not sure exactly what states Hy-Vee goes into. I know they're here in Iowa. I think they go into Minnesota, maybe Missouri. Illinois, I know they're in at least part of Illinois. Nebraska, so I know they're in a few states. So it's worth a shot if you're on a budget and you don't want anything, you know, that's not a macro brew, or if you want something that's not a macro brew, you know, it's a decent beer. It's not outstanding. It's above average. So the Baraboo Snowdrift Black IPA, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's decent. So far it's the best of the store brand Baraboo beers that I found. So till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beer.